Cash flow or appreciation? I'm guessing that you've also heard that. It's either one or the other, but you can't get both. But what if there was a way that you could actually force appreciation? What is force appreciation? Because I have been able to force appreciation for some of my properties, I thought that I would share it with you and look at the 5 top ways that you can immediately increase the value of your rental property. I'm Gia Silva, real estate broker and investor, and today we are standing at one of my properties, one of my units, and I want to show you exactly what we did in order to increase rents, which of course increase the value of the property. Most people will tell you that you can either get cash flow right away or appreciation, sometimes depending on the state, depending on the market. But what does that really mean? So if we talk about appreciation, we're already right now, California is a state of appreciation, meaning you purchase a property and you are going to see the value increase within months. 6 months to a year, sometimes just a few months depending on the neighborhood. What does cash flow mean? If you have a property in a state, in a market where appreciation happens pretty quickly, then you're most likely not gonna have cash flow right away, which means that a rental property is bringing in rents, you're making your mortgage payment, but at the end of all of those expenses, you're not actually getting a profit. That's what cash flow means. Now, in order for a rental property's value to increase, there are some things that you can do immediately, specifically raise your rents. So here are 5 ways that I have found where you can force appreciate your properties, meaning increase the rents, which subsequently will increase the value of your property. Number 1 is add living space, specifically rooms. When you walk into a property, I've often found that people will take a look at the remodeling that's happened in the property and sometimes the exterior, but will not take a look at other areas within the square footage of that unit or that property to actually add another bedroom or add any other living space that could give you more rent. So for example, one of the properties that we walked into, I remember that it was a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it actually had a formal dining room. Now, most people that are gonna be renting a 1-bedroom will unlikely need an entire formal dining room. So we actually enclosed that dining room to make it a 2nd bedroom, and now you have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit within the same square footage. Well, a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit, it's gonna be higher in rent than a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So automatically we increase rents, which then forced appreciation. Number 2, adding washer and dryer in the unit. More often than not, I realize that tenants really appreciate to have a washer and dryer inside the unit. Will they be paying more rent? Absolutely they will. So you can actually charge a little bit more rent by having a washer and dryer in the unit. So if you find in one of your rental properties that extra closet or somewhere where you could put some plumbing and put in a washer and dryer, it's absolutely gonna give you more rent, which again, it's going to increase the value of your property. Now, because I have units with parking and I have 1 unit with no parking, I've realized that tenants will absolutely pay more for any unit that offers some type of parking spot. Especially in Long Beach where parking is really scarce, tenants will absolutely pay more to have at least 1 parking spot. Number 4, add any kind of storage space in the unit. Any space that you find in the unit that you can utilize for more storage is gonna be so attractive to tenants also. And again, they are willing to pay more for storage inside their unit. And I knew that offering some type of storage space for the tenant was not only gonna be more attractive, but again, they're willing to pay a little bit more rent. And number 5, one of my favorites, adding any private outdoor space. For example, in this unit, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, we just enclosed a private patio right in front of it so that the front unit has their private patio and the back unit has their private patio. Now, we know that by just doing that, enclosing a patio, giving them some privacy, hanging some nice strung lights, we're gonna be able to increase the rent by about $100 or $200 more a month. Make sure that you know the laws, make sure that you know what is the max that you can increase in rent for your tenant. But again, if a tenant has moved out of the property and now you have a vacant property, it is up for market rent. So while in California, all you really have to do is sit back when you buy an investment property or any property and then see the value increase, there are definitely specific ways that you can force appreciation on your rental property. Remember, it's increasing your rents so that the value increases as well. I'm curious, do you have an example of something you did to your rental property to increase value, to force appreciation? If you have, comment below. And if you got good ideas from this video, give us your comments, like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and share with a friend. See you soon.